can I still turn in that project from August?
Oh, son of a!
Hey, how's it going? My name is Jimmy Pagel and I'm an assistant principal here at Forsyth Central High School. So about 4 years ago, Miss Hurt, who was a former assistant principal here, she had Colt and she started bringing him here. And then 3 years ago, Miss Katz, one of our counselors, started to bring Cash. And then I started working here 2 years ago, and my own dog, her name's Penelope, and so she's been coming here for 2 years. What a lot of questions I get asked is she my own personal dog? And yes, so Penelope comes home with me, and when she gets home, she's a regular dog, plays with my two boys, and acts like a dog. And then Miss Katz, who's our wonderful lead counselor, who unfortunately got called away today to change some lives in her office, her dog's name is Cash, and it's also her personal dog. And at the end of the day, she takes him home, and he goes home and plays with her two kids. So the therapy dog's main purpose here at school is to bring joy, calmness, and love to not only our students, but our staff as well. Our daily life of the therapy dog is we walk around, and we have a lot of kids that come up and pet them and just want to just sit down and be in their presence. And then a lot of times we'll get emails or text messages from teachers. If a child is struggling with maybe a little anxiety or is a little sad, we'll go into classrooms and just kind of hang out and let the kids love on the dogs. So yes, I really truly believe that they are very beneficial to Central. Absolutely, that's their job. The one thing that we do ask though is that Penelope and Cash should be sitting down or lying down when they are being petted. But that comes to me and Miss Katz's obligation to make sure that they're sitting down before they get petted.
Do they enjoy the attention from the people?
Oh, absolutely. They got the best job in the world or the best life in the world. They get to come to school and get 2,400 pets every day. And as y'all know, this is a big campus. It's 35 acres long, and we're constantly walking all day long. When I go home at night, I do not have to walk Penelope at home just because we get so much walking in during the day. You'll see me out and Miss Katz out in the practice field a lot during lunchtime. When we take the harnesses off the dogs, that's considered their break time. And so what we'll do is we'll bring some tennis balls out and start playing fetch and allow the other kids play ball with them. The therapy dogs are what make Central a unique school. I think they add a lot to the culture here and the climate, and anybody ever needs alone time with them and wants to pet them or love on them or just wants to chill with them, all you gotta do is let me or Miss Katz know.
Know where everything is so that you're on time for your classes. Find some chill spots for any free time you may have, and find places where activities are held, such as the well.
Stop walking at the speed of a snail. This causes unnecessary traffic, and it also causes students to be late to class.
If you're late to class, your teacher will do something about it, and it may not be nice.
Rule number 1 for freshmen: never, ever anger Coach Trawick in biology. It'll be a bad day.
When you have schoolwork to do outside of class, make sure you get it done as soon as possible, because you're just going to forget to do it if you say you'll do it later. And if you are going to forget, then it would be a good idea to write it down.
Please stop littering. Most of our campus is outdoors, and we need to take care of our environment. Don't you care about the animals? Are you animals?
Hello. During your power lunch, make sure that you visit the Central Place on East Campus. If you need some hot chocolate, some coffee, some free school supplies, hygiene supplies, or maybe just a free snack. It's a great place to just connect, to get to know your fellow Bulldogs, and to hang out.
Actually use dog time right. I mean, it's there for a reason. If you gotta do assignments, do it in dog time. If you gotta talk to a teacher, do it in dog time. If you gotta study, do it in dog time. Don't lie to yourself that you're gonna do these things outside of dog time. Because let's be honest, you're gonna lose a lot of sleep if you even attempt that. And it's not really like that good for like mental stuff. So use dog time right.
chances are, walking down the hall, you might have smelled a specific odor coming from someone. So use that as motivation to wear deodorant in the future.
Pet the dogs, because after all, they're there for a reason. You're not distracting them in any way, shape, or form, and it'll lower cortisol in your body, which is a stress hormone.
Firstly, don't be needlessly rude or aggressive to friends and peers. It's never necessary and can negatively affect friends and peers. Secondly, clean up after yourself. If you make a mess, just clean it. No one else wants to.
Do your work on time, get your assignments turned in. Most of your assignments are formatives, and if you don't do your work, it's gonna hurt you for tests. And, all right, cut. We cut that part.
Hello, Bulldogs. We hope you're off to a good school year this year. While you're here, we want to make sure that everyone is staying safe. One of the primary ways that you can stay safe is to always make sure that you're where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there, doing what you're supposed to be doing. If you follow those 3 things, it's really easy. We'll stay out of trouble, we'll know you're safe, and we'll all have a great Bulldog year. All right, everybody, have a great Bulldog day. All right.
A couple of years ago, maybe 4 years ago, the county voted in a SPLOST that created the funds for us to be able to build a new band room. And we're super excited about it. We've been in that old band room at least since 1999, which is when I got here. And it was a little cramped, a little small. This has been upgrading all of the band rooms in the county, particularly for the older schools. That's been on the agenda of the Forsyth County schools for a while. And it was our turn on the rotation. And when they voted through that SPLOST, they put in a budget to build this new facility. It's amazing to be able to actually rehearse our entire marching band in our band room. Before, we could only fit one small section of our marching band in the band room at any given time, along with the acoustics are completely different. This place has much more open area. We've got the raised ceilings so that we're not creating all of these decibels in an extremely small environment. It sounds totally different in this facility and definitely creates a lot more room for us to be able to move around without tripping over trombones and baritones and tubas and everything else.
Also, it just looks nice.
And it looks
better.
beautiful.
It's hard to make music and be expressive and ask kids to be really vulnerable when we have like ceiling tiles and dust falling down on us and we're in cramped tiny little spaces and it doesn't sound good in here. But now we have a beautiful space to make beautiful music, so it's just wonderful.
And it matches our school colors, so it is
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs. It's Bulldog colors, which is to me one of the coolest parts. Finally, I would love to say thank you to all of the administration, our superintendent, Mr. Mitch Young and Dr. Bearden, and all the people at our central office that made this facility possible, and our community that voted the SPLOST in. All of those things had to come together for us to get a new facility, and now we have a facility that's nicer than any band room in the county. So we're so thankful to all of those people that supported this idea and actually made it a reality.
The Wellness Center is a space on West Campus. It's for everybody, so students and staff. It's a place to come and relax and unplug, kind of reset. The Wellness Center is actually like the building space where the offices are located. We also have the Well, which is our mindfulness space. There's recliners, beanbag chairs, sand trays, coloring books, other activities that you can do when you're inside the Well. We have the Wellness Studio, which is where classes are held during power lunch. I think a student and staff for that matter would want to visit the Wellness Center because it's a great escape from the chaos of the day. It really is a place to help regulate the nervous system. We have specific lighting and music. water fountains, oil diffusers, everything inside the wellness center is designed to help regulate the nervous system. And when the nervous system is regulated, then you are more apt to learn, you're more apt to be focused, cool, calm, and collected. The wellness center is the place to be. The wellness center is for everybody on campus. And I mean everybody. Students, staff, but we have lots of visitors who come to see what we're doing because this is not offered in all schools. So the well, our mindfulness space, it's open throughout the day. Students just have to have a pass from a teacher. Oh, I will say that the well is not open during power lunch because I'm in the studio doing sessions. During power lunch, the studio is open for anyone, students and staff, to come and do a 20-minute relaxation practice. We have a huge opportunity here that not all other schools have to really help ourselves feel better and be better. So that's what we're here for.
Dungeons & Dragons is incredibly fun. If you're into the art of storytelling, if you're into like game mechanics, it kind of crosses those bridges for both of those. It's a lot of fun. And the Magic the Gathering is just a really, really fun game. I often describe it to people that really haven't played it as a combination of chess, poker, and Lord of the Rings. If you're into any of those, it's a good combination of all of those. We meet Wednesdays from 4 to 6 in the library, but we normally get 3 or 4 tables, about 10 to 15 kids that are we just play Magic. And then for the D&D side of things, those are normally student run because we'll get a couple kids that'll be like the DM for their group, and they tend to use the soundproof booths in the library.